Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing of Ants and Dinosaurs by Cixin Liu, translated to English by Elizabeth Hanlon. In an ordinary day in the late Cretaceous, the seeds of Earth's earliest and greatest civilization are sown in the grisly remnants of a Tyrannosaurus rex's lunch. From such humble tooth-picking origins, ants and dinosaurs forge a civilization which culminates in the antimatter power age of wonders. But such magnificent industry comes at a price. I initially read this on Kindle Unlimited, and having a look on Amazon, it seems that most of Cixin Liu's work, if not all of it, is available on Kindle Unlimited as of December 2022. I don't know if that's going to stay the same, because obviously things change in the publishing industry all the time. And I initially read this on Kindle Unlimited and then had so much fun I bought myself a physical copy. One thing I have noticed after reading quite a chunk of Cixin Liu's work is that I found the ideas work better than the characters. Some of the character work in the past I've read hasn't been great, but the ideas have just been fantastic. And with the nature of this book jumping through time so quickly, and it doesn't look too short, but it's actually a novella because the printing is really well spaced out, so it's not as long as you think. I found that because the focus was so much on the plot and ideas, I enjoyed this one so much more. We do meet a few characters throughout, but really they're not that distinct, and the actual characters themselves are only there for that part of the story. The individual characters are not so important against the events they are representing at the time. And ants and dinosaurs, two completely different species, and as groups they have different strengths and weaknesses. And yes, the ants felt different to the dinosaurs. In general groups, they had different personalities. They see the world in different ways, and it is quite evident when you are with the ants and dinosaurs that they are looking the same thing quite differently. This does move at a very fast pace. There can be jumps between the sections of over 1,000 years. So we are really seeing snapshots of what is going on. So we definitely feel like an outside observer looking in, rather than someone who is participating in the story as you read it. I did find this style of storytelling worked really well with such intense sections before we drifted off to the next event. But yes, this is definitely on the absurd side, but I had so much fun reading this. And while we do have dinosaurs that technically did not live in the same time period, in fact some of them were separated by hundreds of million years, is it really so much of a call to suspend disbelief with that when we have ants and dinosaurs talking and creating technology? I think perhaps the timescales are a little bit on the minor side here. I found the translation was done really smoothly, which made this one really easy to get into. And I think part of that is because this one didn't have quite the same depth as his other stories, that depth of story, but it still made a really absorbing, quick read. This is definitely full of allegory, and you cannot miss it. I mean, technologies are held up against ours all the time, and the subtitle is A Cautionary Tale of the Earth's First and Greatest Civilization, so you can't really miss it in this. So while ultimately the technology within is different to ours, the path to the brink of disaster is perhaps not. So overall, this is an utterly charming and fun read. Completely ridiculous at times, but such a fun experience. So if you have read this, I would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon.